Gilmore right after he successfully took his seat. They took his seat from him when the first time he was elected. I don't know if y'all know that he was the first black sheriff in Alabama. And but when he was elected, they wouldn't let him take his seat as sheriff. So he had to run again. And that's when, you know, God sends angels when there's trepidation and trouble. And so his not being seated opened the door for us to come into Alabama and do some real work, and for other folk to become elected. So this is my leader and inspiration when it comes to being elected. I saw him one day walk up on a man who had a shotgun. I don't know if you remember that. And, and he didn't have a weapon. And he told him, he said, "My brother, come here, let me talk to you." And the guy huffed and puffed and slowly walked over there. And he just disarmed him and put his arm around him and walked him on down to the jail. So this is a great leader. When you see him, understand, not only is he the pastor of this church, but he's also the shepherd that led us to victory. As we, that's right, give it up. And what was that, 67,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, mighty kind. While I have the mic, let me welcome you to First Baptist Church, Ensley. Our church is 115 years old. It's been around to be one of the leaders in the civil rights movement. If you notice out front, you'll see that this was a mass meeting church. A mass meeting church, and Dr. King himself had been in and out of here quite a few times. Reverend Dr. Fred Shuttlesworth has been in and out of here quite a few times. Dr. King's brother, the Reverend Dr. A.D. King, pastored this church when Dr. King was leading the movement over in here in Birmingham. And so I'm privileged to be a part of this august body here for the last 32 years. Some of our people are here working to make sure that you're comfortable, and we're so glad you came. A little note about the sheriff business. I had every intentions back in 1966. None of you here were born. If you are, you should have gray hair. No hair. In 1966, 100 miles southwest of here, almost due west of here, in a place called Greene County, I decided, after getting a good beating by the sheriff, Sheriff Bill Lee at the time, James Orange, Reverend James Orange, a bright star in my life and in Birmingham and the life of the movement, recruited me to work for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And after I got beaten up by the sheriff, James and Reverend Branch said to me, "Oh, we can put an end to this police brutality." And I said, "Well, good Lord, y'all should have been here about 2 hours ago." And I said, and they said, "Well, we'll put an end to it, and here's how we're going to do it. We're going to elect you sheriff of Greene County." And this is 1965. I was 24. I was the best looking guy in this country. I was eager to do it, eager to be the first sheriff in Alabama. But as my brother said, they tied us up. They stole that election away from us in '66. And I had to work hard with many good people of Atlanta and throughout this nation. NAACP was involved, SNCC was involved, but it was SCLC who led the way. It was Jose Williams who came and stayed. Everybody heard of Jose Williams? He moved into Greene County, bringing the staff. And see, one of Savannah boys here tonight, Brother Shenholz. Raise your hand, Brother Shenholz. Walt is back there. He's a Savannah boy too. And but anyway, we came to the sheriff's office in 1970, elected as the first black sheriff in Greene County, Alabama. I had been edged out by a friend and brother from Macon County, Sheriff Lucius Emerson. And during that period, 4 of us served as the first 4 black sheriffs in the state of Alabama. It was Lucius Emerson and Macon, H.O. William and Bullock, John Hewlett and Lowndes, and yours truly and Greene. And I'm the only one of those still here as a witness here. So I'm pleased to just share my story with you. I'm pleased to have you here with us on this 50th. Good Lord. I mean, I'm full grown. Blessings. Put your hands together for our brother who's